Hello and welcome. I thought I'd hop online just a few minutes before our kickoff time at 1800 hours, where we are going to be diving into what it takes to create more ease in our lives. And I know that right now might be a strange time to create a challenge like this, but I think it's the perfect time because especially when the going gets rough, especially when things get hard, it's the most important to know, how do I create more ease? How do I step out of the drama and into flow? So as we're all connecting, hi Jutta, hi Fabiola, let me know where you're tuning in from. I want to give everyone enough time to check in and to get your space ready. So make sure that you are not disturbed for this next hour, that you have your phone turned off or on do not disturb. Get a glass of water ready, right? Get yourself comfortable. Maybe get a pen and paper ready, because I might say some useful things that you might want to write down. And we will also be doing a bit of introspection. So it's all about creating more awareness and creating transformation for ourselves so that we can really show up as our best selves. Hi Laria, so good to see you again. Hi Mary. And do tell me where you're tuning in from. I know that our Joy Tribe just these last days has grown exponentially, which gives me so much joy. And I know that you're tuning in from all over on this planet. So do let us know, or let me know, where you're tuning in from. And let me tell you a bit more about this challenge before we get going. Hi Jutta. I will be speaking English because this is the language that I feel most proficient in, although I do also speak German. So I am practicing my German as I'm now reading German, and I'm now living in Austria together with Grace, because we're making sure that our daughter has the chance to have one-on-one and in-person schooling. And right now, Austria seems the best place to be, as we have a lot of connections here. And of course, the only one we're really missing is Roy, but Roy will be coming end of November, and we're really looking forward to being with him and to be able to be together as a family in one country again. Until then, I think creating ease is going to be helpful and useful to all of us, so that we can really show up as our best selves. Hi Fernanda, hi Elena. So as we're tuning in, let me tell you about this first session. Our first session is all about the foundation that it takes to create ease. And what is the foundation? If we look at our physical body, right? If we look at all the different energy centers that we have in our body, what do you think is the foundation of life? Where do we need to start before we can even go fly? Do you have a guess? Hi Pamela, hi Fernanda. Well, it's the first energy center, right? Our first chakra, that first portal, that connective point between 3D and 5D, because that's what the chakras are. They're energetic portals. We all have them, and we all have at least 7, if not more, depending on which tradition you're studying. You'll find lots of different chakras, even in our hands and in the soles of our feet. So we are energy, right? And our first energy center at the base of our spine is the one where we find safety in life. And that safety in life is so important, because if we don't have that innate feeling of safety, we're also always going to feel kind of insecure. We're going to maybe doubt ourselves. We're going to get really rocked if things go differently than planned. We might struggle with money. We might definitely struggle in relationships. We might struggle with intimacy. The first 3 energy centers, so that's the base of your spine, then your second chakra, which is lower belly, hips, sexual organs, and then the third energy chakra, which is your solar plexus. So those first 3 chakras are the earthbound chakras. We need to have those aligned so we can really be present, so we can really ground down on this planet. Hi Carla, good to know that you're joining from Belgium. Well, we're at 18:02. I'm, a little Swiss clock, so I'm gonna go on ahead now, since I've given everyone, I think, enough time to join. And, join anytime and just tune in. And if you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them, but we have a lot to get through. So talking first chakra, building the foundation, creating strong roots. It's also about clearing old trauma, because you see, the first 7 years of our lives, our brain waves are in super relaxed states. So children up until the age of 2 are mainly in delta brainwave states. So up until the age of 2, we're in delta. Now, you and I will have a very hard time staying awake in delta. That's usually a brainwave state that we enjoy when we go to sleep. But children up until the age of 2 are in delta. And what that means is that they are highly programmable, highly suggestible. They're like little sponges picking up everything that's happening around them. So that's the time that we often have trauma and drama in our lives that gets kind of stuck in our bodies, literally stuck in our bodies. There's a few great books on that, and one of them is called Our Body Keeps the Score. And what that shows is that in these first 7 years, so we have 0 to 2, we're in delta. Then from the age of 2 until 7, we move into theta. Now, theta is still a very relaxed brainwave zone that you and I will maybe have to practice to get into. It's usually a state that we get into when we have deep meditations or when we go to sleep at night. Theta, a very relaxed brainwave state, we're in there until the age of 7. And that is why these first 7 childhood years are called the programming years, because that's where our brain, and especially our unconscious mind, our subconscious mind, gets programmed. And talking conscious and unconscious mind, we just have kind of these 2 parts of our brain, right? So we have the conscious mind, which we are using when we think consciously, when we make conscious choices, when we're talking, when we're usually in a beta brainwave zone. And this conscious mind is very useful, we need it. But the much bigger part of the brain is the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind as it's called. And in that big iceberg under the water, that's the size, right, with 20% conscious mind and 80% unconscious mind, in that iceberg underneath the water, you can imagine that you have this huge database with everything that ever happened to you. This lifetime, past lives, it doesn't matter if you believe in them or not, but it's like your personal record, kind of your Akashic chronics in your brain. Akashic chronics, chronicles in your brain, so Akashic records, that's the right word. So this unconscious mind in the first 7 years of childhood picks up a lot of stuff. And a bunch of that is useful and a lot of it is not useful. And a lot of the things that we're programmed with in those first 7 years were programmings that we took over from our parents, from our peers, from our teachers. And that's why we are in those age ranges, we're not really consciously choosing that programming, we're just getting it. So then when we grow up in life, we might have, relationships or situations where we actually behave more like a child rather than an adult, because that unconscious programming is just kicking right in and it goes on automatic pilot. And I'll tell you more about that later. So what my invitation in this entire challenge is to create ease. We need to let go of control. We need to learn how to let go of control and how to feel safe when we need to let go of control. And I think if we look around our world right now, we will see that it feels maybe sometimes that we are not in control, that some bigger power is guiding this all and is controlling everything that we do and see, and we're getting checked and we're getting, tracked and all this stuff, right? And that can feel scary. And then at the same time, we're having a great infringement on our personal liberty. So we're not experiencing as much freedom as we were used to. So all this together, and then all the emotions that everybody's feeling around us, is pretty stressful for our unconscious mind and our conscious mind, our entire body. And then if I'm here to tell you, well, you need to let go of control, right? You're going to say, what? No way. So let me explain this concept a bit better. We might feel that in times like this that are kind of dramatic, very emotional, there's a lot of stuff happening, we might feel that it might be a really good strategy just to numb out, to detach, to no longer care about what is happening. Well, I say that's not the right way to go. We don't want to numb out right now. Actually, we want to be even more sensitive. We want to be sensitive towards the frequencies, the energies, the emotions, the beliefs, the words that we're using, so that we can be more in control of what? Of ourselves. Because you see, the only thing we really can control is how we respond to whatever life throws at us. And that you can control. Nobody has power over your thoughts. Nobody has power over how you feel. Those are things that you have power over. So How do successful people do it? Well, in my research and, meeting and knowing a lot of very successful people, I can tell you that these people care deeply. They care deeply, of course, about themselves, but also about the mission that they're on, their reason for life, the meaning that they give life, the goals that they set themselves, that vision that they're holding of what their perfect life should be like. And that is what we want to do too. We need to set clear intentions of what we want, right? We need to feel passionate desire that this is necessary, this is what I want, because that desire is going to get you through the rough times. That desire is going to be your motivation to get you up in the mornings when it's cold and rainy outside and you really don't want to move your body. So we want the clear goal and the intention. We need that passionate desire, and then we need to detach and let go. I always say we need to let go and let God. And if you don't like the word God, then replace it with source or light or love or whatever you want. But you see, that's kind of the steps we need to take to be able to create life effortlessly in an easeful way, to move kind of with the flow and not start struggling. So we need to start out right away before we do anything else. We need to start grounding down and then set our intention. Now, here are very simple ways to ground down. You can ground down by taking 3 deep belly breaths. And because we're such a beautiful group right now here together, and for anyone else who's ever going to watch this, let's make sure we do that together. So we set the tone for this group. So we set the vortex of energy that we're going to be working with. So without further ado, take a deep breath in, hold your breath, and exhale with a sigh. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in, hold your breath, and exhale with a sigh. Now one more time, take a deep breath in, hold your breath, and now exhale through your nose. Very good. If you're in a safe place right now, you could close your eyes for a second or two. And you could imagine that out of the soles of your feet, you have these beautiful dark red golden roots growing down into the earth, through all layers of the earth, from that place where you are right now, through the floor of the building that you're in maybe, then down the foundation, through the stones, through the rubble, through the sand, through the earth, through the water. Take your roots right down until you could imagine dangling them in the core of Mother Earth, in Pachamama. And now every breath that you take is an invitation for you to release, to ground down, to become present, and to really arrive in the here and now. Very good. Okay, and now that we're grounded down, we're ready to set our intention. Now, listen very carefully when I explain this intention setting to you. Some of you might know it, but the ones of you who don't know it, I'm going to explain it once. I'm going to explain how it works and why we're doing it this way, and then we're going to be practicing it a lot, okay? So you can always watch this replay if you're unsure, but you could also now take your pen and paper and you could write it down if that's what you would like to do. Okay, so why do we practice things? Do we practice to become perfect? No, we don't. We practice to become excellent. And I can guarantee you after these 7 days together, you're going to become a master at setting your intention. Okay, so the technique I'd like to teach you is called the crystalline command. Now, who's crystalline and what is a command? So let's start out with crystalline. Crystalline is a group of guides. We see them as divine beings, kind of angelic, who decided about 8 years ago to start guiding Roy and I on our journey, on our mission in life. They invited us to follow this mission of creating more of what they called the Christ consciousness on earth. Now, I'm not a religious person, but I know that the Christ consciousness is all about compassion and forgiveness, about choosing love. So I like that idea. And the more I've been working with Crystalline, the more I've been surrendering to her guidance, the more success and ease and joy I'm experiencing in life. So if you like the vibration and the frequency of Crystalline, then I think you might enjoy this particularly. If not, then forget about Crystalline and hear what a command is. Well, I think the biggest difference that we know, or the biggest kind of point we need to make is a command is very different from a wish. Now, think about how often we go through life saying, oh, I wish I could have this, or I wish that, and I wish this. Kind of fluffy, right? It doesn't ever really sort of, wishes doesn't even have a lot of energy in it. It's kind of a thought. Now, how different is a command? A command is a statement that is more like, and so it is, and this is what I want. So that ties into those desires that I was talking about. And this is something that I go into in my training to connect to your quantum intuition. We need to own our desires, and we need to then also learn how to express those desires so that they can become that rocket fuel towards our dreams. So setting a command, saying this is what I want, gives a very, very different energy and a very different frequency pattern than a wish or a doubt or a fear. And now, important when we want to set a command like this, when we want to set such a clear intention, we need to make sure that our brain waves are in the right state. Now, first I'll tell you what is not a good state to set an intention with. So it's not a good idea to be super angry or super sad or super frazzled or super stressed when you're setting an intention. If you're feeling that way, that's okay. Then first do the switch, take a few breaths, ground yourself down and become more neutral, okay? Because to set a clear intention, to make sure that it really lands where we want it to, we need to make sure that our brainwaves are what? They're relaxed. Ideally, our brainwaves are in theta, in that magical zone, deeply relaxed and yet very clear in our conscious mind, because we need to, with our conscious mind, say this command. So here's how we do it. I'm going to teach you another brain hack. So I'm going to be sharing tips the whole time. I'm going to show you so many more than 7 ways to create ease. So here's my first or second or third tip for you. If you want to get into theta quickly, roll your eyes up as if you're looking through the crown of your head. And now let's do that together. So close your eyes and now roll them up. Keep them rolled up there. That's right. And just notice what happens. Take a breath. And then open your eyes again. Interesting, right? Do you also know that when people faint, often their eyes roll back? Well, it's kind of a reset in our brain. So when we do that with our eyes, we're giving our brain already that first very powerful signal of it's time to relax. It's also interesting when we say, I don't know what to do. We also go up there with our eyes, right? Notice that. Okay, so by rolling our eyes up, we're bringing our brain into the theta zone, which is where we want to be when we speak this command. And then, keeping our eyes rolled up there, we're going to say this special incantation. And I'm going to read it out to you first so you can follow along and you could write it down, okay? So, first, after we've rolled our eyes up, we say, even if I don't know how. Even if I don't know how, ... Write it down. Even if I don't know how, ... Auch wenn ich nicht weiß wie, ... Okay? Why are we saying that? Well, you see, the conscious mind always wants to have one thing, control. So by admitting, even if I don't know how, I really don't know how to do this right now, your conscious mind kind of goes, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's true. I don't know how. Okay, so that's the first sentence. Even if I don't know how. Next sentence is, all I do know is that it is so now. All I do know is that it is so now. All I do know is that it is so now. So you're saying, okay, conscious mind, even if you don't know how, it is so now. So you're kind of surrendering that power already. You're still keeping your eyes rolled up. You're also tapping into the quantum field when you're doing this, right? And then you say, I delete, delete, delete all that no longer serves me, or all that stops me. I delete, delete, delete all that could stop me, all that could hold me back. I delete, delete all programming. I delete, delete all beliefs. I delete, get it? I delete, 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 dot, dot, dot. Okay, then we move on and then we say, I download, download, download. I download, download, download. Again, I download, download, download. Okay, and then you say, I download, download, download all the programming, everything I need to do so now. I download, download, download everything I need to do so now. And then you add a little spice, important spice, very important with manifestation. You say, with grace, ease, and joy, right? We're not into hard struggles and stuff. We're into grace, ease, and joy. So add the little sentence, with grace, ease, and joy. Okay, and then you say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You only have to say it 3 times, but I'm telling you 9 times because then you'll remember. And then finally, the end is, so it is, so it shall be, or something even better. So you're keeping the doors open to even better miracles coming, even better results coming your way. Okay, so it is, so it shall be, or something even better. One more time. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. That concludes your crystalline command, and we're going to do it together in a moment. Okay, so those are the little sentences. Write them down, practice them. You'll have them in no time, and then you can use it literally for anything. Anytime you don't know what to do, anytime you feel frazzled, anytime you feel stressed, anytime you're really desiring some outcome. Even if I don't know how to do that, all I do know it is so now. Okay, try it out. I'm sure many of you will already have amazing stories about the crystalline command and what you've been able to create with it. So always feel free to share that. Okay, so this crystalline command is all about choosing, right? It's no longer just a wish, it's a choice. And this choice is so important. And here's another tip, write it down. I want you to choose more. I want you to, I invite you to check how often you say, I wish, I could, I would, and how often you're now going to say, I choose. I choose for joy. I choose for peace. I choose for gratitude. Whatever it is, say it. Your words are magic. Your words are alchemy. So choose more often. Okay. So we've talked about the theta mind. We've talked about how to get in there. I've explained the crystalline command to you. So now let's set our intention as a group, okay? So we are now a vortex of energy. By me setting this intention to create this challenge, to create a beautiful group of joyful people who are ready to create more ease in life. That was my intention. So you're all in there now if you choose to do so. And now that we've created this group vortex, let's make sure that all of us are going in the same direction. So we all have the same vision, the same goal. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Sit nice and upright. If you're lying down, then lie straight. Take a deep breath in and out. Exhale. Whew. Close your eyes. And now roll them up as if you're looking through the crown of your head. Keep your eyes rolled up there, and then say, even if I don't know how to create more ease in life and feel safe with ease, all I do know is that it is so now. I delete, delete, delete all that could stop me. And I download, download, download everything I need to do so now with grace, ease, and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. Take one more deep breath. Open your eyes. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Martin. Okay, we've set our intention. What's our next step? Any ideas? Well, the next step, as far as I see it, is to remove any sabotage that you might have noticed that is lurking somewhere there in your subconscious mind. Any sabotage that's stopping you from feeling safe to create ease. Okay, we're working on the first chakra here. So now we're working on that idea that ease and safety can go together. So how does it feel when I say to you, and you maybe say to yourself, it is safe for me to create ease? It's safe for me to create ease and let go of control in life. Okay. How about it's easy for me to surrender to my highest good? And now as you're pondering on these sentences, on these beliefs, how do you feel? Just notice. There might be feelings coming up inside of you. They might be memories. You might have visions, flashes, something coming up from the past. You don't know when. You don't need to know when. That programmed you possibly in a way that you cannot right now connect ease and surrendering control and safety all in one. Could that be? And you know, if that is so, you'd be one of many. So for now, I would love you to just notice what you notice. I'll say the sentences for you to again, and you maybe close your eyes and notice what happens in your body. Does tension turn up somewhere? Does your breathing change? Do memories come up? Okay, so close your eyes and I'll say, it's safe for me to create ease in my life and let go of control. It's easy for me to surrender to my highest good, my highest guidance. So I notice for myself, you'll be different, maybe. I notice I get sort of a tight feeling in my chest. It's like, I'm not so sure about that. Maybe it's the same for you, I don't know. Okay, so notice what you notice and write it down. What I want you to write down is any observation that you're making right now, right? So Martin's saying, yeah, I'm noticing it's all about trust, right? True. Notice what you're noticing and then notice how big this feeling is. So if you had to give it a number from 0 to 10, 0 meaning that feeling is not there, and 10 meaning that feeling is, oh my God, it's really strong. So from 0 to 10, how strong is that feeling when you ponder on ease and safety? Mine's a 4. So I'm going to write down a 4 for myself. Loredana has the same. Okay, so write down your number, notice the feeling, and for those of you who like getting really creative, maybe that feeling has a color, maybe that feeling has a texture. Notice what you notice. I'll give you 10 more seconds. Okay, and now step 2, once we've become aware of what it is, we're going to transform it, right? Because we know what we want. We've decided we're choosing for more ease in life and we're choosing to feel safe with ease. Okay, so now we're going to transform any sabotage that you might have just noticed and we're going to transform it into ease. Are you in? Yes, Eric's got a 5. Okay, so we want that 5, that 4, whatever you've got, that 10, that 9, to go down until it's a 0, until you are one with that feeling, that idea, that concept, that ease and safety go together and you love surrendering to your highest guidance. Okay? Okay. So how are we going to do that? Well, I want to show you a really, really simple method for now that you could use every single day. Because you see, we're going to do it once, which means that this particular sabotage that you've just noticed will be done. But you might have more sabotage in there and you might notice more sabotage as we move along because, you know, personal transformation is more like peeling an onion, I feel. We have layers and layers and layers of it because we keep getting more excellent. Okay, good. So now that we've noticed what we've noticed, we're now going to start tapping our points. And we're going to tap 1 point only, or actually 2 right here. I call them the courage points. And you can tap either with 2 hands underneath your collarbones, or you can tap with 1 hand, just do what's most comfortable for you. And keep your shoulders relaxed, okay? And we're gonna be tapping. And while we're tapping, I'm gonna guide you through a tiny little meditation. You will notice how incredibly relaxing tapping is. So tapping does many different things at the same time. By tapping these end points of our kidney meridians, right? End points of our kidney meridians, we are literally sending vibration and energy into our kidneys, because the meridians are like these highways of energy that connect to the organs and all parts of our bodies, right? So the kidney meridian gets super stressed out when we feel unsafe, when we feel fear. So that's why I have chosen this particular one to use now to clear any sabotage we might be holding towards feeling safe with ease. Okay, now you can use this tapping anytime you feel fear. Anytime you notice someone's maybe having a panic attack, is feeling super anxious, teach them this, okay? It's so simple that even toddlers can do it. So you can do it too. Okay, so let's get tapping. Start breathing, because now you're sending energy and your breath is already releasing, okay? Every exhale is a release. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open, tune into that feeling, just notice it. And then say, ease. I love and accept myself, even if I feel fear around ease, even if I feel unsafe around ease, even if I feel fear around letting go of control and surrendering to my highest power. I love and accept myself with this fear and any fears I may be holding. I love and accept myself with all the sabotage I may have been creating towards living a life with ease. And I now choose, at my deepest level, and from the very first time that I felt this way, I choose now to release all fear. I release all sabotage. I leave the past in the past. And I now choose ease. I am so courageous and brave that it's easy for me to feel safe. It's easy for me to create more and more ease in my life. I am safe. I am brave. I am courageous. I choose ease. Very nice. Okay, now take one more breath, and now see if you can still find that feeling or if it has gone now. Go check. You still find it? Has it gone now? What's happened? Let me tune in. I feel a buzz. I don't feel what I was feeling anymore. It's not there, and I like it. And I like this ease that I am feeling sort of seeping through my body. That's what it feels like for me. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what's happened to that feeling you had a while ago. Has it changed? Now know that you can continue tapping your points. Continue saying good things to yourself. Continue connecting to that quantum field, that timeline where you feel at ease. And you can do that anytime. And the more often you do it, the better you're going to feel, right? It's smaller, that's right. It's so much better. Okay, so you can keep going. You can keep doing this over the next 7 days at least. Anytime you notice even a tinge, a tiny little bit of fear, get rid of it right away. Because you see, when we tackle these monsters while they're small, it's so much easier to transform. Of course, if you're on a 10, your conscious mind might have trouble realizing, oh my God, it really could be this easy. So just keep going. And we're not done yet, because we are now going to do something very exciting. We are going to integrate all that we have done right now, as simple as it may have seemed, to be able to really tune into that life with ease. And every time we do this, it's going to get stronger, okay? And you can always watch the replay too to reinforce. So in a moment, I'm going to take you on the Tesla machine. That's how I call it, the biocharger. Some of you might have watched a meditation that I did on my birthday where I did a silent meditation with the biocharger. It's a device that comes from frequency medicine, and we were able to bathe in that serenity. That was the program that I chose. This time we're going to use a different program. This time I have chosen a program that is specifically designed to balance our chakras. So I thought that was a very exciting thing to choose for our very first session. And what we're going to be doing is you're going to be experiencing 4 different types of energy. Okay, so this biocharger, this machine I have around the corner, I'm going to take you with me. We're going to go sit there. This biocharger creates an energy field that you can bathe in, and yes, you will feel it also online. And these 4 types of energies are frequency and harmonics. It's kind of like sound, right? Frequency and harmonics. Then we have pulsed electromagnetic fields. Pulsed electromagnetic fields. We have voltage, so the electricity, and we have light. Okay, so we have frequencies and harmonics, pulsed electromagnetic fields, voltage and light. Now, some of you might know the Healy, which is a fabulous tool that I am totally in love with. The Healy also works with frequencies, right? But it doesn't have the light in it, and it doesn't have the electromagnetic pulses. So it's kind of different, but it works on the same principles, and it's all about frequencies. As I said just at the beginning of this little conversation, we're all energy. I mean, I know you know that. You've read it everywhere. But sometimes it can be hard to understand with our little conscious mind. But you see, every disease always starts on an energetic level. And that energetic level will then shift into a biochemical level, so where the chemistry of a body changes until it goes into a cellular level, if we don't tackle the problem. So by tackling the problem at the start, where the frequencies are, where the energetic level is, we can really turn around, many diseases and dysfunctional patterns very, very quickly. And I'd like you just to go into this with an open mind, without any expectations. You're becoming a master in surrendering. And I would invite you to just sit in silence with me. I'll do a little bit of guidance at the beginning, but it's actually a beautiful meditation to do really with a mantra. So I will tell you the mantra that I would encourage you to use today. And every time we do a meditation, I'll give you different suggestions. And you can, of course, ignore those suggestions and do whatever you want. You could also put on your own favorite music. The biocharger itself makes a noise. So actually I could put a top on it, which would be a sort of a little sort of metal top. And if I did that, the noise would be almost unbearable. It's really, really loud. So I have taken that off because the inventors told me it works just the same. You just have the sound at a very much quieter level, and that'll be more pleasant to you, of course. So I want to also give you a few add-ons, right? So things that you can do at home if you don't have a biocharger, you don't have a Healy, you can still create good vibes around you. You can still work with frequencies, and here are some ideas. One thing is you can use essential oils. So back there I have my diffuser. I have diffusers in every room in this house, and I am diffusing some grounding oils, an essential oil brand from doTERRA. It's a company that I like using, but I know there are many good other ones out there too. So you can always be diffusing essential oils. You could be putting essential oils on like your wrist, on your heart, on the back of your neck. You could clean your aura with the essential oils. Some essential oils, if they're pure enough, you can even take internally, you can drink them. So essential oils are really a beautiful way to enhance a healing atmosphere and to help you heal. Then what else could you do? You could create your own healing tones. Now you could do this with your voice. Your voice is the most powerful to your unconscious mind. You could sing. You could be toning, you could do a simple right? Create your own healing sound, or you could go on one of the Spotify's, Apple Music's or whatever, or Pandora or whatever you like, and you could download a playlist with healing frequencies. The ones that I like are the solfeggio frequencies, solfeggio frequencies. They're spelled SOLFEGGIO, solfeggio frequencies. Then whole tones, so whole tones are also a very nice playlist to follow. I'm sure you'll find a bunch, and then choose the frequency that resonates with you best. I often just shuffle play them, and you know, my playlists always seem pretty magical. So try that out. So you can have essential oils, you can create your own healing tones, you can use oxygen more, you could just breathe more. I know this sounds so simple, but really pranayama, conscious breath, taking deep belly breaths, going away from the to big breaths is going to oxygenize your blood. And oxygen is the enemy of cancer. So open the windows more often, go out into nature if you can, and breathe deeply and consciously. Very, very helpful. What else could you do? You could drink charged water. So I have this little water carafe here in the bottom. I have stones usually. And at the top I have little labels that I put on. So this is my health water. This is a shungite stone. A shungite stone is really helpful in helping protect against EMFs. It's also a great stone to detox. And yes, you can inform water very well. So there's great research on that. You could look up Masaru Emoto. Many great researchers have now found that, well, not now, for many years now already, have found that water is a great storage of information. So the biocharger that we will be doing in a minute actually charges water, and the water holds the charge for a week. Okay, so when I do the charge, I always put water with me, because then I can be drinking the water afterwards. If you don't have a biocharger or a Healy, don't worry. You can charge your water too with a stone, with a label. Write something nice on it. And then at the bottom, yeah, can you see it? I've got the flower of life. And the flower of life is also a beautiful symbol of sacred geometry that you can also use to balance your chakras and to energize your water. Ingrid, you're saying you're using the balance oil. Yes, I love the balance oil. It's a really nice grounding one. Okay, so what else can you do? Oh yeah, another good stone to use to charge your water is rose quartz. Rose quartz is a really good stone that holds energy very nicely. And you know, sometimes I just have a little stone in my pocket. I like the feeling. And you see, you can take those good vibes with you, even if you go in places that maybe don't have such good vibes. Send the link of the playlist. You look. There are many different ones. I don't want to just suggest one. There's so many different ones. Whole tones and solfeggio. They're great artists that have created great stuff along those lines. Okay, so in a moment we're going to head over to the biocharger. I'm going to move the camera. You might feel a little wobbly on the way, but don't worry. It's all good. One more point, what I want to tell you, just for full transparency. I have put all of us, so this group, this ease challenge, onto my Healy. So the Healy is the little frequency device. I'll tell you more about that another time. And in there, I have a database of all my clients and projects and animals and gardens, all kinds of things. So I have created a special group for this ease challenge, which means that if you are part of this challenge and you choose to be part of this, right, it's always your choice, then you are part of this healing vortex too. And every day I will be scanning and sending this group healing frequencies. So today I did an aura scan, which means that I looked at the energy centers of us as a group to see where were our weaker chakras and what were the themes that came up. And I will post these in the Joy Tribe so that you can all see what's happening. And after I balanced the chakras, I did the scan and I had it run for 2 hours. You've already been receiving this kind of frequency today. I hope you've been feeling it. And those frequencies were helping us align our energy centers, right? And then after that, I scanned and ran a program called the Alaskan Gem Elixirs. Beautiful digital frequencies of these gem elixirs. And again, I will post what I found in the Joy Tribe so you know all the good stuff that you are getting. And I will continue doing this. So in these 7 days, even if you're maybe not able to join one evening, don't worry about it. You can watch the replay and you will be getting those good vibes just the same. Okay, quantum field needs no time or location to help us be connected. Okay, so are you ready to head over? Good. Hey, Tiziana, you've come just in the same time. Is it fine if I use my Healy too during this challenge? Yes, it is, Aurelie. That is totally fine. Okay, so here we go. Here is the little biocharger. Isn't it cool? And I will be sitting right here so that you can be right with me. For you, I would now suggest that you get into a comfortable position. You could even lie down if you can, if you're at home somewhere maybe. Lie down, make sure nobody's disturbing you, and just allow yourself to receive, okay? And while you're allowing yourself to receive, imagine tuning into that timeline, that reality where you are at ease, where you feel so safe in yourself that it's easy for you to surrender control and to allow your highest wisdom to guide you. Are you in? Okay, so get ready. I'm going to turn around, turn the program on. You will then see the lights flashing. You might hear a few sounds. I'm not going to say much, but I will be here and I will be meditating with you. Now, here's the mantra that I suggest you repeat for today. I'm going to use our simplest one, which is breathe in, I am. Exhale, love. Breathe in, I am. Exhale, love. I am love. I am love. I am love. When you get bored with I am love, try I am ease. I am ease. And it's nice to do the I am on the inhale and then the love or the ease on the exhale. Okay, that's to help your mind stay focused so you don't start looking at your grocery list or your to-do list, but you're really staying present. The reason why I love silent meditations is because it really helps train our brain better. I know it's sometimes really lovely, and I do that too, and it's nice to listen to brain trainings and to have someone to guide us. But every now and again, I like to every day have a meditation in silence too, because it really helps me connect to myself on a deeper level. Okay, so get ready. I'm going to turn it up. Get into a comfortable position. Make sure your spine is straight, your neck is straight. Sit well. Make sure your knees are lower than your hips, so maybe put a cushion underneath your butt. Relax your body, relax your belly. And start breathing into the space of your belly. Taking nice, deep, full breath. Gentle, refined breath. And start repeating the mantra, I am love. Integrating all that positive transformation that you were able to create for yourself right now. And every day, in every way, I am love. switching to I am ease. Imagine all your energy centers aligning into this beautiful pillar of light. Nothing but love flowing through your veins, nothing but ease flowing through your veins. Bringing love and ease to all cells in your body. Now start breathing it into the space between your cells. Ease, loving energy. I am love. I am ease. Very well. Continue staying in that relaxed brainwave zone. And imagine now drifting and floating on this beautiful fluffy cloud to your ideal timeline. That timeline of your quantum self, where you're healthy and happy and you're living your life with ease. You feel safe in life. Just imagine. And imagine that your beautiful fluffy cloud is now arriving in that timeline, and that you're looking down from your cloud onto this you, this easy you. And notice what you notice inside of your body. Notice the feelings that you feel. How would it feel to be at ease? And then notice how all muscles in your body are releasing tension, letting go of sabotage, and you are integrating that DNA, that vibration, that frequency, that programming of you as your best self, feeling safe to create ease, feeling safe to surrender control, feeling safe to be your most joyful you. Just imagine. Now imagine drinking in all that good energy, seeping it in, breathing it in. Bring it all up into your cloud. Breathe it into your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. And then very gently as you exhale, imagine drifting with your cloud back into the here and now. Take another deep breath in and really integrate into your body. Come back and allow that subtle feeling of joy, of excitement, maybe that peaceful, relaxing feeling to grow inside of you. Imagine amplifying all the good feelings that you feel until they become so strong that you start smiling and maybe even laughing to yourself. And then maybe, just maybe, you would like to ask yourself this empowering question. Why is it so easy for me to create my life with ease? Why is it so easy for me to surrender control and create my best life? Why is it so easy to be me? And then take one more deep breath. Stretch your arms up, put in victory pose, show your body what it feels like to be that hero of your journey. And then say yes, 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 yes. Bring all the energy into your heart. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe your back. I'm going to go back into my little place over here and give you my final tips for this session today. How are you feeling? Oh, Martin is feeling enlightenment. Wow, I like that. Big, that's big. So let me tell you what I would suggest you do until we see each other again tomorrow. And that is, maybe write this down. How about a new mantra? Here's your new mantra. Why is it so easy for me to live life with ease? Why is it so easy for me to live life with ease? You can sing it, you can dance it, write it down. And then whenever you don't know what to think, or whenever you kind of catch yourself thinking some negative thought, switch it around and ask an empowering question. That's another tip. Here we go. Another way to create ease in life is to ask an empowering question. Okay, so think of good things to ask yourself. Why is it so easy to be me? Why am I the luckiest person on this planet? And why is it so easy for me to live life with ease? Okay, that's your mantra. And now I'd like to give you a few meditations that you could check out if you would like to, that would help you on this journey to support you. And you just check out what resonates with you, and if nothing resonates with you, that's fine too. So here are the 3 meditations that I would suggest that are very helpful for this stage that we are in right now, when we're talking about letting go of control and feeling safe in life, right? Number 1, Letting Go by Dr. Martina, my beautiful husband. A beautiful meditation that really helps our brain kind of accept the idea that we could actually let go, and it's actually easy, and it could even be fun. So Letting Go, a meditation by Dr. Martina. You will find it in our crystalline shop. Second tip, second meditation is actually a sleep brain training. It's a sleep brain training that Ryan and I created a few years ago, and we had actually created it for the youth, for especially teenagers who sometimes struggle with self-confidence. And of course, we want to feel good about ourselves. We need to feel confident in us to be able to have success and joy and love and ease in life. So the next one is called Step Into Your Power. Step Into Your Power. It's actually a sleep brain training, so it's a long meditation. You could have it running in the background at a barely audible level while you sleep. You could have it running in the background while you work or doing something, not on a machine, not driving a car, okay? But something that doesn't require your full attention, like scrolling through Facebook. You could have some brain training going on in the background. So Step Into Your Power, a sleep program that I can highly recommend that will help you really, claim that confidence and grow that confidence muscle. Okay, and the third one is a personal favorite of mine, another personal favorite of mine, and that is Unshakable Faith. It's a meditation that I channeled in a time when I was really struggling, and I was really having a lot of doubts about what I was doing, and I was wondering, should I even continue, blah, blah, blah. And then this meditation came through, and it's called Unshakable Faith. And I think all of these meditations, even if you don't speak English, especially if you don't speak English, are a wonderful way to learn the language, really. This is how Grace has also been able to learn German really quickly, because I put on brain trainings for her, because she has the German language, going into her unconscious mind, and that's just how we learn. And when we're in a relaxed brainwave state while we're listening to another language, then our brain really gets it. So trust that. Oh, there you go. And you will see in the comments all the links to these 3 meditations. So Letting Go, Step Into Your Power, and Unshakable Faith. I hope one of them, or maybe all of them, resonate with you, and that you will share them with your friends, because it's time that we let go of old conditioning, of old drama and trauma, and we step into our best selves. Okay, so what are we going to do next time? Well, guess what? Today we did the base, the foundation, chakra 1, all about feeling safety, grounded, Next time we're going to move one up. We're going to go into our second chakra. And in chakra 2, it's all about pleasure and creativity and adventure. So I would like to today, again, sort of similar like we did today, similar kind of structure, but you never know with me, I can always throw something in that you might not have expected. But the structure will be similar. We will talk about it, we will do something about it, then we'll integrate. I'll give you my best tips. And yeah, I look forward to connecting with you again, same time, same station, 1800 hours Central European time, here in the Dry Tribe, where I will be broadcasting live. This is a completely channeled challenge. I connected to Crystalline. She told me what to do, and she never gives me more than a basic structure and then says, I'll do the rest for you, baby, just relax. So I really hope you enjoyed our first session. If you do, let me know in the comments. Feedback is always welcome. That's how I learn, and that's how I know if I'm being useful to you. Thank you so much for joining. I wish you a blessed day or night wherever you may be. I am deeply appreciative of who you are. Stay rocking it, and thank you for being my friend. Mille baci, auf Wiedersehen. Ich freue mich auf das nächste Mal. Baba.